Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go-To Hobbies. Right, this video is in the Drive to Survive section. Just to let you know, I'm parked up in a motorway service area, so you might hear some odd noises in the background, apart from the birds singing as well. As you can see at the side there, I'm next to some bushes. And it's very quiet at the moment, apart from the road noise from the M1. But apart from that, it's not too bad. Right, I want to talk to you about White Van Man. Don't really need to introduce them a lot, do I? But apart from saying they are absolute morons. Why? It seems especially White Van Man has got such a poor reputation. It begs belief. But they're there. Where I was parked down my road, right, I just set off to work. Classic example. I set off to work, right, I pull off the curb onto the road, and all of a sudden Mr. White Van Man comes round the corner onto my side of the road, and I thought, yep, you're a dickhead. And I said to him, slow down. And he goes, I thought, yeah, you definitely got some road rage there, mate. You've got some road rage. And this is why you've got to think about what you do, how you do it, and how to deal with it. Now, that could all have been avoided if he wasn't rushing around to get to my neighbour's house. Well, that's just one instance. I could write a book about White Van Man, couldn't I? Tailgating, oblivious to what they're doing, they're texting on the mobile phones, playing with the instruments on the dash. It just goes on and on and on. Reading a book, eating the sandwiches, eating packets of crisps, drinking a drink. And I wonder how many White Van Men watch this video. Well, I'm sorry to say, but you've got yourself a very bad reputation. And hopefully you're one of the better ones. But, as I said in the last video, if you see Mr. White Van Man driving badly, phone the police up, report them. Because the sooner that driver's off the road, the better. Because he's not only endangering your life, he's endangering his life, or her life, and every other road user and pedestrian. They don't deserve to have a vehicle licence. But what do you do if you're being tailgated? As I said in the previous video, slow down, let them pass, and don't agitate the situation. In other words, make the matters worse. You've got to think about your safety and other road users' safety. Choose a safe approach action to the course of driving. Remember, it's about safety. It's about not becoming a better driver, it's becoming a safer driver. The police say drive to arrive. I say drive to survive. Same thing, perhaps a little different meaning. But the reason my wording come about is because I have often wondered, am I going to get home tonight? And through the last few weeks, my experience of what they're like on the M1, I've been on this road many times, but it just seems that because they're in the roadwork section, that these drivers are exhibiting bullying, road rage, careless driving, inconsiderate driving, and just no thought or consideration for anyone apart from themselves. What we should do, I know I'm going over old ground, but we should name and shame them. But if you name the company and you phone that company up and report it to the company, that way they can deal with that bad driver and hopefully stop him from driving like an absolute dickhead and harassing other people, which he or she did to you. It just makes our driving industry safer by taking this course of action. It makes everyone's life safer, and perhaps by making these videos will save one person's life. It will save someone from getting injured, whatever it may be. Let's make the roads a safer place to be. You play your part, I'm playing my part by highlighting these dangers to you so we can all get home safely. As the police will say, drive to arrive. As I say, drive to survive. You need to survive, because those muppets out there, they don't care about you, they don't care about me. They're in a little world of their own, and they don't give a flipping toss. I will tell you that the driver I had the other day of a company I reported. I'm not going to name the company because I said I wouldn't do, because they were dealing with it and I was satisfied that they were dealing with it. But this well-known parcel company, the driver of this vehicle was an utter disgrace to the company. Not only that, he exhibited such poor driving standards that he should lose his license. He should never drive again because he did not care. And when I pulled alongside him, I said to him, "That's far too close." And all he done was, "So what?" That is a bad attitude. That is careless driving. And that is not what we want to see. Right, to our emergency services. You have a very difficult job dealing with all these muppets out there. Thank you to the police, thank you to the ambulance services and the fire brigade, because without you, where would we be? Let's just say a big thank you to all emergency services and show them some appreciation. It doesn't hurt to say thank you. It doesn't hurt to appreciate the difficult and trauma they have to face, because sometimes their job is very difficult and it's not only dealing with a collision, it's dealing with fatalities, serious injuries, and God only knows how they do it. I suppose the only way I can describe it is you shut your emotions off, you deal with the situation, and you worry about it later. And it's a bit like as a professional driver for myself. And the only way I can deal with it, and I've been driving 40 years, is to deal with it, is to let it go over your head. And I've seen people get killed. I've seen serious injuries. I've seen animals get killed. And the most painfulest thing of all is seeing animals get killed. Because I know it's a loss of life, and no loss of life should be, it's just sad. And people that have serious injuries is either for one reason or another, but most of these things could be avoided. So how do you deal with these situations? You have to train yourself to forget. You have to train yourself to let it go and be mindful of that. Once that person's dead, once that animal's dead and not in any pain, it might be traumatic for you, and it often is for me and other people that are in the same situation. And without going into it too deeply, you just have to say, God rest their soul, and say for them a little prayer. And that's the only way I'll deal with it. It is sad and very upsetting, but I'll come back to what I was saying about our emergency services. Without our emergency services, it would be a far worse place. And again, thank you for what you do, for all the men and women put their lives in jeopardy every day to save, to prevent and rescue, and to make the roads safer. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. As a professional driver, you're always appreciated, you're always thought of, and as I say, it doesn't hurt to say thank you and to appreciate these people, because at the end of the day, they're the same as you and me. They have a job to do, whether it be saving someone's life, rescuing someone, or removing someone from the road that is a danger to other road users. So thank you all, and it's a sobering thought, but thanks again. And if you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I know it's gone on a bit longer than anticipated, but with every video, it's not scripted, it's just made as it is, and I just speak from my mind, and to make you aware of what you can do to help yourself and to show some appreciation for our emergency services. So take care, see you soon, bye bye.